Hi water signs, I hope you guys are having a good day so far. I am basically going to do a February video for you guys to break down the themes you can be expecting or that you need to focus on in the month of February. So I'm going to break it down general, love, and then career so you get a little bit of everything. I'm going to try to stick to 5 minutes per section. I've done pretty good at making the videos 20 minutes for the air signs and the fire signs, so I'm gonna try to stay on point. I always go over, my clients know, so I swear. Anyway, I am going to you can apply this basically to your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and any stelliums you have in your chart. So a stellium is 3 or more placements in either of the water signs, so Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But I'm just gonna get into it. I am going to let you know what you need to know, and if it doesn't apply to you, you know, don't worry. If it's something that you might not actually be experiencing yet, it can be something that might happen later on in February. But let's start. Starting with general, I am going to start with tarot for each of the portions, just to get the overall energy, and then I will pull simple oracle deck to see, you know, what you can expect. So this is for water signs for February. All right, you guys got King of Cups, but in this oh, Queen of Cups, King of Cups, let me see. I honestly have not used this deck in a minute, and I was called to use it, and so I'm trying to remember because I have this other deck that is like this is the Queen of Cups, my bad, but the King of Cups is also in one of my other decks, a feminine energy, so sometimes I'm like, is this that deck? But anyway, you guys are the Queen of Cups. That is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, so this seems to be representing you at this time. It may be about you guys needing to get really balanced when it comes to your emotional needs and figure out what those emotional needs are, especially with the Cancer full moon that just passed on the 17th of January. Since that was in Cancer, Cancers, you will definitely be feeling that, but all the water signs will feel it because the water signs in astrology trine each other in a chart, so any transit that one water sign may experience, the other two houses will be supported by whatever's going on. So the Cancer full moon, you can look at where Pisces and Scorpio are also in your chart and say, okay, what are these house themes and how do they relate to what I may need to release full moon energy in regards to being able to actually receive my manifestations or what I truly desire. So the other card that you did receive after the Queen of Cups was the Empress. So this is definitely about alignment right now. The fact that Venus went direct today after being retrograde in Capricorn, and Capricorn is opposite Cancer. The Cancer full moon, it was a major theme about getting clear about what we do want in our future and how we can better align with those things, you know, where we may be creating blockages due to, you know, whether it's a belief in scarcity and feeling like if we are to take a risk or to put ourselves out there or to let go of something that we aren't going to receive what we want and then it will all be in vain. There's a need for you guys to, if any of you identify with having that kind of mentality about any area of your life, really shake that at this time and look at where that really stems from, because Venus is about attraction. Venus is about knowing that you deserve it and knowing that it's going to come to you. So that's kind of the energy that you guys need to embrace right now, especially with both of these cards. The women are sitting on these chairs and they just look very at peace and comfortable, you know. The Queen has her arm up. I don't know if you can see, but how she has her arm up, she's just straight chilling. And then so is the Empress. So it feels like you guys need to be more in flow right now. Like you could be trying to force a situation or avoid a situation, or you could be really wanting something but wondering why it's not coming in. And it could be because you need to examine where your own emotions are creating blockages in regards to being able to attract that energy into your life. So I'm going to pull simple oracle deck now to see what this may be about or in regards to for water signs in February. Yeah, so you got passion, surrender to your desires. So some of you guys, maybe because I feel like the opposite is Venus energy, is trying to be in control of a situation, trying to force things, trying to make things happen on your terms, at your will. And I feel as though right now you guys are actually blocking your blessings or your desires because you're trying to have things your way, or you're like, how do I explain this? You're not being true to your feelings for some of you guys. Some of you guys could be in denial about your feelings. Some of you guys could be not actually like focusing on what you love. Like maybe you're focused more on material things, or you know, with me saying scarcity mindset, that's kind of what it makes me think of. You focusing on things that you're attached to that aren't actually serving you, rather than what you really want, because you think that those things that you're attached to will get you what you want, but they have not been getting you what you want. And so there's a need for you to be real with yourself about what it is that you do want, so you can actually go out and get it. What else for the water signs in the month of February, please? Yeah, like I said, go out and get it. You got foot. Take your first step. You're closer than you think. So if you do feel like your goals or what you want is far out of reach, or it's not going to happen, or you're going to fail, or it's too big of a risk, or what, you know, what if is what I'm channeling. There's a need for you to just go for it. I'm hearing shoot your shot as well. So some of you, this could be romantic. It could be like a creative opportunity or a job. It could be like some of you, I actually feel like you're healers, or you want to get into tarot, or want to get into some kind of like creative pursuit, and it could be creative or spiritual. But there is a need for you to start to take initiation toward that thing and start to do what you know that will help you to align with those goals, and stop putting it off, because I do feel like it's only causing you to feel like distant from yourself ultimately. And so and it could even be causing you to feel distant from other people, like the person that you might want to be with for some of you, just from other people in your life. If like, say you're working so much, or you're just focused on like seriousness, and like it's all work no play kind of thing. So what else for the water signs? Let's move into love. I'm gonna pull romance angel cards, but in just a moment. First, we're gonna do another tarot to see what the overall themes are gonna be for you in February regarding love, and then we'll pull romance angel cards. So you guys got the Knight of Pentacles. So something may be moving slow, or you could be the person who is moving slow in regards to this connection. This could also be the person you're dealing with. It feels like you are taking a very methodical approach right now. So when it comes to you getting the like surrender your desires and take the step, and you may be causing stagnancy because you're like overthinking a situation. So you may be moving like a little too slow. Like there's a difference between planning and being methodical and thinking ahead, and then psyching yourself out, you know, and causing yourself to become paralyzed or overthink or hesitate. So that's where I feel like you guys are at right now in regards to whatever this is. And for many of you, it does seem like this footstep you need to take, or this passion you need to surrender to, is in regards to love. What else in regards to love for water signs for the month of February, please? Yeah. You guys need to get grounded. You got the Chariot reverse. So stagnancy, like I said, the Chariot is about forward movement, especially emotional development. So the fact that it's reversed shows me that you guys are definitely needing to get grounded, because you guys are your inability to process your emotions. It's like some of you, I feel like you could be avoiding your emotions, like with this Knight of Pentacles. You could be hesitating to, whether it's tell someone how you feel, initiate a conversation, like with the surrender to your desires. It just feels like you are you avoiding this has been creating a lot of emotional turmoil and confusion, and you could feel like very clouded. Your judgment or your intuition could even feel clouded. Like I said, your other relationships could be suffering or impacted by this, maybe because you're holding on to resentment or fear or doubt or whatever, and you're just kind of feeling off right now. So other people could be feeling that in your life, and there's a need for you to be aware of that, how your emotions are literally impacting all of the other areas of your life right now. And it's because I feel that water, you know, you guys being the water signs, when you don't have boundaries, when you don't have a source of like release. So even with the Empress card, the Empress can relate to like arts and relationships and love and the things that you do to align with your desires. So if you don't have an outlet or a way of releasing and aligning with what you want into feeling how do I like putting your energy into something, then I feel like you are just going, it's all gonna like, what is that called, like blow back onto you. And so I'm seeing this like wave, like a tsunami wave kind of like coming, and you know, if you were like a surfer or something, you would get like knocked off and you would fall into the water, and it would be this like turmoil, and now you can't breathe, and now you can't see, and now it's like a lot of confusion because you have avoided, you know, the wave, and now the wave has come and it's inevitable and you're feeling overwhelmed by it. So there is a need for you to get grounded with your emotions, embrace whatever you're feeling at this time, move forward if there is a need for initiating a conversation or something of that something regarding how you feel, what you want. The Chariot is also about determination. It always makes me think of like forward progress. For some of you, you may need to actually like move or like do something physical with movement, because the Knight is about slow movement. Like there's a lot of cards relating to movement and progress and travel in some kind. Like, so I don't know if there's a need for you to actually move somewhere, do something, get clear about like maybe you and someone else are at a distance, like whether it's energetically or actually physically. So there may be a need for you to also like travel to them, or like go, like I'm hearing go the distance when it comes to really like with that determination, like to get clear about how you are feeling right now and to express yourself, whether it be creatively, artistically, romantically, spiritually, you know. So let's move on to the Romance Angel cards. Whoa, a few cards flew out. So you guys got, the way that I shuffled these, and you got the same cards as air signs, I think. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So the finances and career card came out, and then so did the soulmate card. I think it was the air signs. But yeah, so you got, yes, this is your soulmate, and financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So it does feel like this person or whoever it is that you're dealing with and that you're avoiding, you are, for some of you, you could be like have a choice between two people as well. I just channeled that with the two energies. Like the way that these cards came out first, it's like you dealing with two people. This for some of you is yourself as well, but for others of you, this is you dealing with two different options, someone who's the Empress and someone who's the Queen of Cups. Interesting. Honestly, they seem like similar energies, to be quite honest. Like, not to say that for some of you, okay, weird. Yeah, for some of you, it's like you tried to replace this person. I just started channeling a bunch of stuff. Sorry about that. You tried to replace this something. You could have actually went and instead of, because, okay, some of you are afraid to embrace your feelings, or you don't want to settle down. Sorry, I just started channeling so much when I just pulled those cards. And so you and someone else could have come to an end with the distance I'm channeling, or you guys being at a distance, or maybe because you felt like it was a lot of work to put into the connection, you gave up on it, or you like left it alone. Whereas you might have decided to like try something with someone else who was like a less difficult or less demanding version of the person who you were dealing with, like low key, because the Queen of Cups makes me feel like this is someone who is like not passive. Like, she's very powerful. I'm not, you know, pinning these two people against each other by any means, but this person seems to be a lot more like compassionate, if that makes any sense, or maybe like submissive or sweet kind of energy is what I'm channeling from this card. Whereas the Empress is someone who is yeah, like even with you seeing like how the Queen is sitting versus how the Empress has this thing up, like the Empress just feels a little bit more and even like this big crown, like like the Queen's wearing a crown as well, but the Empress feels like someone who's a little bit more sure of themselves and what they want and what they're aligned with and who they are and where they're at, where the because that's like Venus energy, whereas the water energy is like more what is that, susceptible, if that makes any sense. So that's kind of what you could have been dealing with, and that's why, because the first card that came out here is let your friends help you. So I feel like some of you guys have to make a decision, and you've been hesitating to make a decision, and with the passion and footsteps card, some of you guys may need to surrender to your desires and what it is you really want, because you could have been hesitating. For some of you, this definitely does seem, sorry, my phone was gonna die, this does seem like you also, this is about like scarcity mindset and like needing to focus on like what your heart is really saying, instead of like the fears or the what if this happens or what if that happens. Like that's what I feel like, if that storyline is true for some of you, that you felt like this was too hard of work, or maybe you even felt like you weren't where you needed to be, for instance with the knight of coins, because the knight isn't the king, you know, so you could feel like you weren't where you needed to be, whether emotionally, whether financially, that you were still like kind of getting clear about what you even wanted. So you might have went on to a less like permanent option, or someone who you knew you weren't that serious about. And so, whoa, now there's a need for you to get clear about what you want, because I feel like it all just kind of created stagnancy in your life. Like you may have needed time, but the time just kind of like caused everything to come to a halt with the Chariot reversed. And so now it's like you need to get back to this place of like attracting the things you want and being aligned with what you want and blah, blah, blah. So not to say blah, 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 but you know, everything that I have been saying. So with the soulmate and the finances and career card, there's a need for you to like, it's like showing me that there's a need to balance the two, you know what I mean? And soulmate energy is not just the soulmate, but like love in general, and like opening your heart like to like more like romantic experiences potentially, or just more like joy and fun and like spontaneity in your life as well. You know, you might just be very taking like a very rigid approach to life right now and trying to kind of be in control of everything, and it is like, you know, when you sometimes what I'm channeling is like sometimes the best moments in life are like surprises, or happen when you least expect it, or you know, like those movie like type magical moments, like the most like romantic special moments that we experience in our life often come from like spontaneity and things that we can never see coming. So there's a need for you to kind of allow yourself to let go a little bit and go with the flow more. With you getting the Queen of Wands, or the Queen of Cups first, sorry, it does show me that there is a need for you to stop trying to always be in control of everything and just follow your heart ultimately, and like see where that takes you, because I feel like it will be a good place, because right now it doesn't seem like you're moving very much, not especially not in the direction you would want to be moving in. So let's move on to career. So that was love. Let's do career, because I'm a little bit behind schedule. Tarot for, where's my tarot deck? Where did I just put that down? Oh, so tarot for career for water signs. Considering you guys got the finances and career card, let's see what this is about, or what water signs may need to focus on regarding career. Yeah, like it just feels like you are so like distracted. Like the ace, that was the Ace of Wands reversed, and it feels with all the clouds being around that card, I'm gonna pull it back up in a second. So with all the clouds surrounding this card and then it being reversed as well, it makes me feel like there are things like your intuition's trying to like push you to do, like you might even feel it, but you're ignoring your intuition, or you're just feeling very distracted or doubtful of what you should do right now in regards to like, you know, your career goals. Maybe you aren't, yeah, you're burnt out. Okay, you got 4 of Swords. Maybe the career path that you are in, you're just no longer really feeling it. Maybe you are trying to like think about how you can go down a different path or initiate something new, but you aren't really sure about what that is, or maybe you're doubting yourself right now. it feels like you are very burnt out. Like there's a need for you to like, how do I explain this? Because it's the Four of Swords reversed. And so it's not like just you need some rest. It's like your soul needs rest. Like I say that often. It's like I'm not just like physically or emotionally burnt out. Like I am spiritually burnt out. Like I need to go on a vacation. I need to get fucked. I need to, you know, like something like that. Like, and sorry, excuse my French, but like that's kind of what I'm seeing for you guys ultimately, is like you could be really uptight right now. You could feel really on edge. You could be really, like I said, your other relationships could be being affected by this, because it just seems that you are not happy with yourself or with your life or with what you have chosen in your life. So you're just feeling a little bit like woe is me, you know, like feeling a little bit sorry for yourself ultimately. So you have to recognize that you do have the potential to change these things, but you have to open your heart to the change in the first place, because it just feels like, I know this is supposed to be career and finance, but right now it feels like you're not supposed to lean so much into like how you usually do things when it comes to the career and finance. Like right now you need to rest, take a vacation or something, go focus on your love life for real. Go like with the surrender to your desires and your passion, like you really do need to get clear about what it is that you want and take some time to yourself, maybe in isolation. If you are dealing with multiple people, there's a need for you to maybe not deal with anyone right now until you figure it out, because one of these people is your soulmate. I think you do also know who it is, but I feel like before you even try to make it work with them, or first, if you're dealing with someone else, you need to end things with them, and then you need to take time to yourself before you try to make it work with this other person, if that makes any sense. So keep that in mind. And yeah, I just feel like your whole life needs balance, because of course the romance, like I'm saying now in the finances and career portion, that like love is a factor, but then in the finance or in the romance portion, you got the finances and career card. So it does just show me that it's like everything is bleeding into everything. With you guys being water signs, you may also just like lack boundaries a little bit in general. Like you could bring your work home with you. You could bring your relationships to work. You know what I mean? Like it's just kind of, you need to know that there's a time and a place for everything, but also flow more. Like, because it's like you guys there's just no balance to your life right now. You're either just working too much, or you're like indulging too much, or you are lacking boundaries within your connections. Maybe you're not clear about what you want, and you're just kind of like dating multiple people and not really setting boundaries with people, and you know what I mean, not really being clear about your intentions. Like there is a need for you to kind of just step it up in regards to that and start to get really clear about what it is you do want. But I went more over on you guys than I did everyone else, so I'm going to stop there. And oh no, I'm not. I still have to pull astro cards. See, look at that. You guys are gonna get a longer reading than everyone else, but it's fine. When I start channeling a bunch, I'm just like, okay, whatever. Yeah, so you guys got for career, North Node, and it says the calling, discomfort, challenge, and destiny. So definitely something that you need to step out of your comfort zone. Some of you guys, especially if some of you guys have like a creative or like entrepreneurial spirit, or if there's like multiple things you're trying to accomplish in life, or one big thing you're trying to accomplish in life, I do feel that it's possible, but right now you're really being called to step out of your comfort zone, especially because the South Node just entered Scorpio. So with the North Node card coming out, Scorpio placements, you'll likely be feeling it heavy with what you might need to break cycles in regarding your own personality, your own life, how you approach things, how you express yourself. But then Cancer and Pisces, because all the water signs trine one another, you guys will also be feeling the karmic cycles, basically. That's what the South Node and North Node relate to regarding what you need to accomplish in this lifetime. But the South Node relates to things that need to be released, that are no longer utilizing you in this lifetime. Cycles that need to be broken, etc. So with the North Node card saying the calling, discomfort, challenge, and destiny, it really does feel like this is something that you really need to embrace within your career, within your goals, within your finances. And with me saying like everything about scarcity mindset, this does feel like it's going to be related to your mentality, because you got Mercury, but it did kind of fall out reversed. And the fact that Mercury retrograde, or Mercury is retrograde right now for another week, it ends on February 3rd. It does feel like this is why it fell out reverse. So there's a need for you to look deeper into your subconscious mind, because you got Saturn as well. And Aquarius and Capricorn are ruled by Saturn. The Mercury retrograde began in Aquarius and it was conjunct Saturn. So this is what this energy makes me think of, the fact that it came out like this. And Saturn is related to discipline, hard work, control, time, structure. So on one hand, this could be where you are trying, like, you know, being too rigid and trying to be in control and not like allowing yourself to flow. But then on the other hand, it's where you do need to work harder to push yourself out of your comfort zone and to kind of achieve beyond where you have been, like, how do I say that? I don't know what words I'm trying to use, but go beyond how you've been currently working toward your goals, whether it's putting in more effort, more work, more time, more discipline, more consistency, establishing a better routine. It does feel like right now your mentality around your goals, like, I feel like I keep channeling scarcity mindset deeply, but your mentality around your goals is what's causing you to feel like they're not manifesting, or that you're not successful, or you're not happy, or whatever. It's like, no matter what you do, you're not going to be happy unless you start to actually do what makes you happy, because you might be chasing money, or you might be chasing more accomplishments, or whatever. And so it shows that your mentality is not healthy, basically, and it's contributing to your lack of fulfillment ultimately. So now I'm gonna leave it there. I hope that this provided you with clarity, water signs. I hope that you guys have a good February. Definitely a lot of emotional processing, subconscious processing, with the Cancer full moon that just passed as well on the 17th. So keep all of that in mind. What do you need to release? When it comes to your emotional conditioning, this could even be how you were raised due to the Cancer full moon, you know, how you were nurtured, what examples of love and communication that you experienced growing up, and how that has informed your views on those things now in your life, whether positive or negative. So take care. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments or whatever. Please like, comment, subscribe on my YouTube, because it really does help with my engagement and just feeling more motivated to give you guys these readings, just so I know that you guys are, like, actually interested in them. If you want to book a personal reading, you can do that in my link tree. Yeah, basically that is it. Take care, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.